Dear students, myself Josna Andrews. I will be taking mathematics for you for this academic year. You all are familiar with numbers. Numbers play an important role in our day-to-day life. We use numbers to count, to measure, etc. So let us start our chapter, numbers. The digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These digits from 0 to 9 are called Hindu Arabic numerals. So, the digits from 0 to 9 are called Hindu Arabic numerals. These digits are used worldwide, so it is also known as international numerals. So, the digits from 0 to 9 are called Hindu Arabic numerals. Since these digits are used worldwide, it is also known as international numerals. We use these digits to form numbers. For example, 32. 32 is a number. See, this 3 and 2 are digits, our Hindu Arabic numerals. So, 32 is formed from these digits. Okay. Can you say which is the smallest one-digit number? You all are familiar. Our smallest one-digit number is 1. Now, which is the largest one-digit number? Yes, 9 is the largest one-digit number. Now, which is the smallest two-digit number? In order to get the smallest two-digit number, we should add 1 to the largest one-digit number. That means largest one-digit number is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Here 10 is the smallest two-digit number. So the smallest one-digit number is 1. Largest one-digit number is 9. In order to get the smallest two-digit number, we add 1 to the largest one-digit number. That is 10. Now, which is the largest two-digit number? 99. We know that 99 is the largest two-digit number. Next, we have to write the smallest three-digit number. In the same way, in order to get the smallest three-digit number, we should add 1 to the largest two-digit number. That is 99 plus 1. 99 plus 1 is 100, where 100 is the smallest three-digit number. Next, we have to write largest three-digit number. Largest three-digit number is 999. Next, smallest four-digit number. For that, we should add 1 to the largest three-digit number. 999 plus 1 is 1 followed by 3 zeros. Now, 1 followed by 3 zeros. This is the smallest four-digit number. Now, next we have to write the largest four-digit number. Largest four-digit number is 9999. Next, we have to write smallest five-digit number. For that, we are adding 1 to this largest four-digit number. Okay. Now, this is the smallest five-digit number. Next, largest five-digit number. We have to write 9 5 times. Then, next is smallest six-digit number. For that, we are adding 1 to this number. Okay, so that is the smallest six-digit number. Now, largest six-digit number is okay. Can you see any pattern here in the largest numbers? See, the largest one digit number is 9. Largest two digit number is 9, 9. 2 times 9. Largest three digit number is 3 times 9. Largest four digit number is 4 times 9. Largest 5 digit number is 5 times 9. And largest 6 digit number is 6 times 9. That means if we want the largest one digit number, we should write 19. If we need the largest 4 digit number, we should write 4 nines. And if we need largest 10 digit number, we should write 10 nines. Now see the smallest digit numbers. Smallest one digit, here also we can see a pattern. Smallest one digit number is 1. Smallest two digit number is 1 followed by 1 0. Now smallest three digit number is 1 followed by 2 zeros. Smallest 4 digit number is 1 followed by 3 zeros. In the same way, smallest 7 digit number will be 1 followed by how many zeros? 6 zeros. So did you understand the pattern formed here? The largest numbers and the smallest numbers. See, here when we add 1 to this 9, we get 10. That means when we add 1 to a number, we will get the next number. That means here 9 plus 1 equal to 10. We can say that 10 is the successor of 9. When we add 1 to a number, we get the successor of that number. Here we can say that 10 is the successor of 9. In the same way here, 99 plus 1. The successor of 99 is 100. Here also 1000. 1000 is the successor of which number? 999. So when we add 1 to a number, we will get the successor of that number. For example, (532). Here we have to find the successor of this number 532. For that, what we should do? We should add 1 to that number. That means 532 plus 1, which is 533. If we want to find the successor of a number, just add 1 to that number. Can you say the successor of this number? 990. So we have to add 1 to that number. So 990 plus 1, which is 991. Now students, in the smaller classes you have studied how to read a number. Now do you know how to read a bigger number? Let us study. I will give you a question. Can you read this number? Let us see how can we read this number using Indian place value chart. Using Indian place value chart. Now we are going to read this number using Indian place value chart. This Indian place value chart is divided into 4 periods. How many periods? Indian place value chart is divided into mainly 4 periods. From the right side, the first period is ones. The second period is thousand. Third period is lakh. And the fourth period is crores. So our Indian place value chart is divided into mainly 4 periods. First one ones from the right side, second one thousand, then lakhs and crores. Again, this ones period is divided into ones, tens and hundreds. Now thousands period. Thousands period is divided into 1000 and 10,000. Then lakhs period. Lakhs period is divided into lakhs and 10 lakhs. And crores period is also divided into crores and 10 crores. Let us see once more. Indian place value chart is divided into 4 periods. First one ones, 10, ones, thousands, lakhs and crores. Again this ones period is divided into ones, tens and hundred. Thousands period is divided into thousand and 10,000. Lakhs period is divided into lakh, 10 lakh. Crores period is divided into crores and 10 crore. Now let us see how can we read this number. While we are writing this number, we should write from the right side. That means from the ones place. That is 5 in the ones place. 1, 6, 7, 2, 1, 8, 8. So first step is we have to write the numbers from the right side. That means from the ones place. Now the second step is to put commas after each period. We have to put comma after each period. See. Then also we have to start from the right side. You see first period ends here. After 100 the first period ends. After 100 we have to put a comma. Then after the next period we have to put a comma. Thousands period end here. So put a comma here. Then after lakhs period put a comma. Now we started writing from right side. We started putting comma from the right side. Now we have to, when we read, we should start from the left side. Let us see, this number ends here. It ends at crores place. So this can be read as 8 crores, 81 lakh, 27,615. Did you understand? Let us see one more question. So first step, what is the first step? We should start writing the number from the right end. So first number is 2, 1, 0, 2, 6, 1, 0, 9, 5. Now what is the next step? Second step is to put comma after each period. So from the right side, after first period ends here, so we have to put a comma here. Now the second period ends here, put a comma. Third period ends here, put a comma. Now we start reading from left side. The number ends from crores period. So 59 crore. Here it is 0. So just reject it. Start from here. 1 lakh. 62,000. Here also 0. Reject it. What is remaining? 12. So read it once more. 59 crore, 1 lakh, 62,012. One more question. So first we have to start writing the number from the right side. 1, 8, 9, 6, 2, 1, 5, 8. Okay, now what's the next step? We have to put comma after each period. Here the first period ends here, put a comma. Second period ends here, put a comma. Third period ends here, put a comma. Now let us read the number. How many crores are here? 8 crores, 51 lakh, 26,981. Now let us do some questions. Complete the following. Complete the following by writing successors. First question. See the question. First, let us read this number. After first period, before reading we should put comma now. For that, let us put comma. After first period, we have to put comma. First period ends after ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundred. After that, put a comma. Now let us read this number. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So the number is 5281. So the next number will be, in order to write the successor, we want to add 1 to the given number. When we add 1 to the given number, we will get 5282. Next number, successor of this number, 5282. Successor of that number is 5283. Successor of this number, 5284. Second question. First read this number. First we have to put comma. We should put comma after first period. First period ends at ones, tens, hundred. After 100, the first period ends. Ones, tens, hundred. Now read the number ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So the number is 1000. So the next number will be 1000 plus 1, 1001. The next number will be 1002. The successor of this number, 1003. Third question. Can you read this number? For that we have to put comma. After ones, tens, hundred. After 100 we have to put a comma. Then 1000, 10,000. After 10,000, a comma. Now let us read. Ones, tens, hundred, 1000, 10,000, lakh. So the number is 5,26,901. So the next number, the successor of this number will be plus 1. So the number will be 5,26,902. And now we have to write the successor of this number. The successor of this number will be plus 1. 5,26,903. Again the successor of this number is 5,26,903.